Hi, Divas. Hello. Welcome to this week's episode of Richie Spill. Today, I'm not joined by anyone. However, I'm here with my lovely little kitty, Zoe. I've had her for a very long time now, and she's a big girl. She has a lot of anxiety issues, so she stays in the basement most of the time. But sometimes I like to come down here, and she's usually down here when I'm filming, so I like to see her, and she's very purry, and she's clawing away at a couch, but this is her couch, so girl, we really don't give a fuck. It's not an actual holiday. Let me turn the gain up a little bit. My bad. Anyways, we're gonna get right into it because I'm not gonna say this is gonna be a long episode because I don't think this is going to be a particularly a long episode because I am filming this at 11:45 at night. So, will I have to finish this and upload it tonight? Because it is Thursday, the 16th. So, um, so yeah, this is for tomorrow. So this is the latest I've done it, and I'll upload it for y'all. And worst case scenario, YouTube, I will have to do it from my phone or something. But I promise, no matter what, you will have your episodes on time at 12 p.m. every Friday. So we're going to get right into it because I have a serious topic to talk about right now. Serious for me. And serious for most of you, I would like to say. Most of my lovely listeners. This is probably affecting you as much as it is me. Actually, that's not true. I hate to say it, y'all ain't on my level. Because I am a fiend. Excuse my use of that word, but fiend. Yeah. So, we have no major updates on anything except for it is official that TikTok is getting banned on Sunday. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that was very loud. I'm very, very sorry. I'm getting very emotional. God. When TikTok is banned, do not try to console me. There will be no consoling it. It will be my final day. That's not true. That's not true. However, I will not enjoy it. I will not enjoy my life. I will not enjoy my day. It will be a very sad day. Very, very sad day. Sorrowful. Sorrowful. Our generation will cry across the nation. And if you don't, I will. So I'll make up for half of y'all. And I'm going to summarize all that happened with TikTok because I did become an expert in this subject. I do have my PhD in mama work. I have my doctorate in the interworkings of magical energies and whatnot. So I'm actually an expert in this. And I am an expert in TikTok browsing. So I know exactly what the bill says, if you didn't know. So it is confirmed that TikTok will be banned on Sunday, the 19th, I think. Yeah, I think that's the 19th. It is. Sunday the 19th. It will be banned, and I will jump off of the roof. That's not true, but I will really think about it. But anyways. The fuck was that? Sorry, there was a little bong. A little bong. Bang. Sorry. So basically, when TikTok is banned, per se, banned in like air quotations, because it's not going to be banned for the American people, per se. We'll get into it. It's going to be illegal for app stores to carry it. You can't, after the 19th, you won't be able to download it. And the issue that poses for like the American people and the users of TikTok in America, the fuck, the wind just started blowing, and I think it's like must be the heater. Sorry, we'll make do. Because y'all are getting this episode whether or not you like the quality. We'll make do. Um, Yeah. So it will be banned to be carried by the app stores, like the app store for Apple and the Play Store for Google, and like any of the like places where you download apps. It will be illegal for those to carry TikTok in their programming system. It will be illegal for people to download it off there. But it's not like they can remove it from our phones. They can't get just like delete it from all of our phones. So the problem that is like rising up with that is TikTok releases a lot of updates. They release a lot of updates to patch bugs, to help like with user interface and to just introduce new features. So when the updates come out, we are not, as the TikTok, like the TikTok goer and user, we're not going to be able to get those updates at all. Like there, it's not even just like you have to go to this and this and this, but it's gonna be basically impossible to get the updates because the app stores won't be able to send that out to people. So that's how they're basically banning TikTok. We're gonna have it for a few days after the 19th, and we're gonna have it until the like app is just unusable because there's not enough modern updates to get rid of the bugs. So that is how they actually plan on banning it, instead of just like it's gonna on the 19th, 12 a.m. on the 19th, it's not going to be available. Oh, excuse me. No, it's still going to be available, and we're going to have it for a few extra days, I think. And I don't know how long it's going to be before it becomes like unusable, because I'm still going to use it after the 19th. I'm still going to do that because I will in fact be using it until it's like glitching out, until like it corrupts the data on my phone. Then I'll like delete it and whatever, and then I'll cry forever. Maybe I'll just keep it on my phone as a reminder that how unfair the world is. Yeah. So I personally, if it wasn't obvious, I feel like them doing this is a very obvious kind of violation of free speech. And I know that's not what they're like posing it as. They're like, it doesn't count because we're just restricting the Chinese availability towards American data. And I'm like, that, like, we all, as in we, the general collective on TikTok, know that that's not what you're doing. You're not playing a fast one on us. You're not tricking us. We know you're doing this because this is where a primary amount of Gen Z and a primary amount of like just the people that are in America and in this date and time, that is like the primary news source for a lot of people. And it's the way we connect with each other, and it's the way we stay informed, and it's the way we entertain ourselves. And I think that scares them. I do. I think it scares the government that we are able to actually communicate with each other better than we were able to in the past. Because I think they're finally seeing that like the amount of like support everyone gets on TikTok, I'm not going to say everyone obviously, but the amount of support you can get for yourself on just TikTok and social media in general, I am sure that they're horrified. I'm sure they're horrified that one day something is going to get out and they're going to try their hardest to cover it up, but it's going to get out to the public and it's going to be impossible. And I absolutely believe it is violation of free speech. They're like, I feel they're very much like kind of disguising it as just, oh, we're concerned, we don't want the Chinese government to come and take your data and destroy you and all that. And I'm like, I don't know what about like the Chinese government scares you so much. I understand why it scares them because they're also a government. However, I, as an American person, the Chinese government does not want anything to do with me. I fear to say, what could they possibly want with my data that they could use against me? I fear to say, let me ask the audience, I understand that it's like your social security, and I'm like, bitch, if you want my social security, you can find the card. Like, I fear to say, it's not a secret at this point. It's not secure. Anyone can get your fucking social security. Your IEP, that's the wrong word. Your IP address, that's also not secure. People do that every day. People leak IP addresses for fun because they get bored. They go, I found Dream's house. We'll talk about Dream too because that's very funny. Now that is a fucking funny subject. We're going to turn the gain down a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. And in the actual vote to pass the ban on TikTok bill, um, we saw a lot of Democrats voting yes to it, and that shook a lot of people. And what most of the people who like have heard about the TikTok ban don't know is the TikTok ban. It's obviously not just about TikTok. There's many other social medias. I'm pretty sure Pinterest is one of them, and I'm pretty sure Pinterest is like going to have major detriments and might also be banned because of this bill. And a lot of people are like, why would Democrats do that? They're like the progressive ones or whatever. And I'm like, it's it's definitely, it's horrible. The main reason Democrats voted for it was because there was a lot of like democratic policies and a lot of like things they had introduced in bills that had in the past been rejected that like they couldn't turn getting that passed just to spare TikTok. And I understand like their point of view. They tried so hard to get these bills passed, and the only reason they didn't get passed is because they were absolutely like they were snubbed by Republicans. They were the Republican majority in the Senate is like it's destroying bitches. It's destroying bitches. And a Republican majority is what we're going to see for the next 4 years. So, unless we start impeaching people and unless we overthrow the government because it's becoming corrupt. Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? That was a joke. Don't sue me. Don't cancel me. Yeah. It's really bad. It's really bad that this is what it's coming to. We'll move on to a different government corruption later on after we talk about this subject, after we wrap up what's happening here. Yeah, yeah. I think today actually is when the bill that was supposed to like postpone the ban on TikTok was voted on. And obviously it takes a long time for a bill to pass, so they had to use like a no objections ruling or whatever. And obviously someone's gonna fucking object because no one can just like accept that their bill needs time to be looked over, because that's exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to rush a bunch of policies in now before their fucking crazy person comes in and ruins everything, even their plans. So we'll move on to him. We'll get to him. He'll have his own section. Fucking bitch. God. But today that bill was obviously it was shut down. There's no way they would have passed it anyways, because it was exactly that. It gave us 292 days, I think, before the ban took effect, and it got shut down. So the ban is actively happening on this Sunday. So obviously, obviously I'm doing just fucking peachy, doing fucking great, not gonna go fucking crazy. Anyways, yeah, and I'm obviously upset this is happening, so I'm biased, and I'm like, I really enjoy TikTok because I like the funny videos. I like the funny videos, and I get news from the TikTok, and I support people on TikTok, and I like watching my friends' videos. And I like having the streak. I know the streak is like cringe or whatever, but I have a streak with people, and I'm really sad that I'm gonna have to lose it because I was really like, one of my streaks is like 144 days. That's a lot of days. Yeah. I'm really gonna miss TikTok. I'm really, really gonna miss TikTok. We've been talking about a TikTok ban since pretty much 2021. And it's so sad that it's actually happening because this is the how manyth time that they've threatened it. And I know every app has its time because Vine had its time, Musical.ly had its time. Maybe it's time for TikTok to go. I don't think it is, but that's because I love it. Because I'm obsessed with it. Because I'm obsessed with this bitch. And I don't know what TikTok is going to do when they lose a majority of their clientele. I'm not going to say a majority, but like over, I think it's over 100 million people in the US use TikTok. So when those people just literally can't use the app anymore at some point, I don't know what they're going to do because their user bases are going to go way down. And what is Charlie D'Amelio going to do? What is Charlie D'Amelio going to do? What is she going to do for work? Because I'm not watching a full 10-minute of her video of her on YouTube. I don't even watch the fucking 10-second ones because she annoys me. Charlie D'Amelio, I know you're listening right now. I know you are. I want you to know you do annoy me. However, if you want to slide me some of that money, I will gladly come in and I will gladly have a conversation with you and it will be fantastic. Is that hyperpigmentation? Is that me? And yeah, I have to I want to do the thing where I scroll back and I see what my first audio is, but I have 2,000 of those saved. So yeah, I have a problem. I have 2.3K videos saved. Actually, I think it's 23. I don't think it's 2.3. I think it's just 23. 23K. Let's check. So it is. It's actually 23.1K. So, if that doesn't share how I feel about the TikTok ban, let me tell you. Yeah. And yep. And yerp. Yep. And I just started a streak pet with one of my friends, Gabby's. And I'm so sad. And it's so sad. Because I want TikTok. I'm going to miss TikTok so much. I don't think y'all understand. I'm going to miss TikTok. It's going to be so bad. I'm going to miss TikTok so much. I'm not going to cry over it. But yeah, I do have 23.1K videos saved. So at some point, maybe I'll do a live stream or something where it's just me going through my saved videos or something. That would be fun. Except for it probably wouldn't be because all of the videos I save are fucking stupid. Not even funny stupid, just stupid. I don't even save them because I want to do them or I need to remember anything. I just do it for fun. And then we should try to find my original repost and my original audio and the original saved video. If it's not taken down, which it probably is. Because a lot of the videos I save get taken down and I'm just too lazy to go through and clear them out. So yeah, I don't think any app could fully replace what TikTok was. There's definitely going to be a new app and there's going to be new things because we're always moving, and Musical.ly replaced Vine and TikTok replaced Musical.ly, except for kind of the same thing, but that don't matter, girl. Yeah, so yeah. And yeah. So, and I've seen people try to bring back MySpace, and MySpace had its place in time, and I don't think MySpace needs to come back. I feel like MySpace needs to stay dead. It had its place, it had its time, and I don't think it's worth it. I think they're trying to do it for nostalgia bait, and I don't like it. And Facebook, too old. I'm sorry for you Facebook surfers out there. Facebook's too old for me. It's too, there's actual, skill videos on there, and I'm like, I'm just trying to watch a guy snort a pack of Smarties and then be like, yeah, like at the camera for 2 minutes straight. That's what I want to see. Because I go on TikTok to try to find a stupid video because they make me feel real good about myself. Because I go, that's so stupid. And then I laugh for 2 minutes straight. Cackle. Witch cackle. Oh my god. There was a video recently that made me fucking witch cackle. And I don't know what it was. I'm sure I saved it because obviously. I don't know what it is. Hold on. Let's see. Oh. It was the. I don't know if I can play this because I think someone will copyright strike me. Yeah. It's Bob the Drag Queen and Trixie on Trixie and Katya's podcast, The Bold and the Beautiful. And Bob goes, and I go, and Bob goes, Kesha. And Trixie goes, what's your favorite Kesha song? And Bob goes, that's actually a funny story because a bunch of the girls were, and Bob goes, Blow. Blow is my favorite song. But it's really funny because I went to her concert and a bunch of the girls were crying when she sang Prayin'. However, I cried during epilogue because she said, are you ready for one more song? And then I heard that dance. And Bob goes, boom, tears. And like drags his hand down in front of his face in a motion to like signify that he's crying. When I tell you, I can't obviously describe it. And I can't play it because I'm scared that Trixie Mattel will sue me. Please don't sue me, Trixie Mattel. I feel like she would. Maybe not Trixie, but Kesha probably, because you can hear the dance in like the song, in like the part of the video. And I don't think I can do that because Kesha's fine with the drag queens doing it, but I'm just a little twink. And I'm sure her publicity team would love to shut a fucking Twinks podcast down. Because I would. Shut down Twinks, I think. A lot of people don't see me as a twink. And I get it, because I don't see myself as a twink. It's definitely my hair. My hair is the only thing keeping me from being twinky, twinky, twinky. Like some people that we'll talk about later. Actually, a single person we'll talk about later. But he knows who he is. He knows who I'm talking about. But yeah, one of my friends was like, I was like talking about the evil twink thing, and I was like, I have like there's a lot of people who have different parts of the evil twink thing down. A lot. Dan Abiti, mock trial. Dan has the evil part down. Doesn't have the twink part down. Dan, and I would like to say I have the evil part down. Dan and I have the evil part down. However, Dan is obviously not a twink, and I have a lot of qualities of a twink. However, I don't think I fit into the twink like confinements. I don't think I fit very well into there. But I have definitely been called a twink before, and I'm like, I don't really care. It's whatever. Girl, we make and do. We are gonna make do. And yeah. So there's like, and then there's people who have the twink part down, and it's like, people, oh, who can I say that won't be mad if I call them a twink? I don't know. There's a lot of people that are twinks. Like, okay, Ryan, I don't think you listen to the podcast, but if Ryan Driscoll is a great example of a twink. I love Ryan. He's very sweet. He's great, but he's definitely a twink. Ryan Driscoll and I don't know. No, Ryan is like, when I think twink at Central, I definitely think about Ryan because he's probably evil underneath the surface, but I don't know what Ryan well enough to be like, oh, he's an evil twink. Because I'm like, Ryan has been very kind to me, and he's been very kind to the people that I know. So I cannot say that he is an evil twink because I don't know. Ryan, if you're an evil twink, drop a comment. Drop a comment down below and share with the class if you're an evil twink. But I definitely think you fit into the twink because it's the hair. The hair is a key factor in the twink because they all have the like, I'm not going to say it's a swoop-de-swoop, but it's all like, it's longer in the front, but it goes upwards kind of. And yeah. And Ryan has that, and a person I'll talk about later has that. And a lot of people have that. And then sometimes, no, I won't say that. I won't say that. It's okay. Some people don't need to know. Some things are inside thoughts. Um, yeah, yeah. Let's finish. And Bob the Drag Queen, like, sorry, let me finish my thing. And the whole thing that sparked this is I was talking about an evil twink that I was hating on earlier. And I'd do it again because I really don't like this person, but it's okay. We're not going to name drop because that's bullying. And there's no way you can prove who I'm talking about. You can try to make connections, but you don't know what's going on in my mind. No one does, not even me. So, don't try to test your luck, because you will fail. That is a promise. Um, Again, and then, like, Bob the Drag Queen just starts going, like, back door track, we don't need a key. Like, and while crying, and it's very funny. And it's like, girl, period. I feel like I would have loved clubbing it up during the Kesha time. Sorry. I, like, had a little boogie in my nose. And I have a box of tissues here. So I had to do a little rub on my nose. And it's like, sometimes I like to pinch my nose. But, like, when I have a little sharp boogie on the side of my nose, it hurts. And I've been very congested recently, and it's not great. And today, okay, we'll move on. Actually, we'll go into that subject real quick. Um, Show choir. Hi, show choir people. I know at least a few of you listen. So, show choir people, I was at show choir camp earlier today. The start of it was really good for me. I really liked it. It was very, like, I had a lot of fun doing that, and it felt like, I felt really, like, we progressed, and I felt really great. But, like, once we started just working on the ballad, and I just had to stand there for a while, it started to hurt my feet, and I'm not going to say that, like, actually, I will say this. The amount of, like, time that I have to spend singing the high notes because I'm surrounded by purely basses, except for Ryan. But Ryan's sitting down, so he's, like, out of my ear range. I have to be very self-confident, and it's very, very scary. And also, there's someone who's behind me, not, like, directly behind me, but behind me in general, that doesn't know their notes and doesn't know, like, the timings for their notes, and they don't know what they're talking about and what they're doing. And I'm like, I can hear you. I can hear you, and it's tripping me up because I'm like, no, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. And they're like, they're a bass. They're a bass, so it's like, I know what I'm doing, but I don't know what the fuck you think you doing. And I'm not like, I don't really like this person, but I'm not like, I don't go out of my way to hate on them to their face. I don't bully this person per se. Per se. Perchance. No. I don't bully this person, and I don't, like, hate them. They just annoy me. And I don't really like them. But that's okay. We don't need to like everyone. And it's okay. It's okay. I think I'm definitely a better singer than this person. And I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm not going to be cocky and be like, I'm an amazing singer. I'm great. And I'm an amazing singer. And everyone should bow to me. Because I don't feel like I am. I'm an average to above average singer at best. I'm a very average singer. This weird thing happens when I've been singing high notes for too long, is where, like, my throat kind of locks up a little bit and I can't really, like, take in enough breath to support the high notes. And I can't find, like, usually I can belt high notes pretty good. Some high notes really good. In, like, show choir, not normal choir. That's a different story. And, like, sometimes my throat, like, locks up a little bit, and it's like, I'm really trying to belt these notes out, but I think I'm going to have to float them, even though I know I can get them out. And for the ballad, it's like, we do this high note. Hold on, I'm trying to think about the part. We hold a really high note, and then we go up again. And today, two guys in show choir, two of the basses were like, do we go up? Do we go up? And then one of them was like, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we just stay on the other one. And I wasn't in the conversation, so I didn't want to chime in because that's kind of rude. And I didn't want to be like, no, that's just for the tenors. That's just for the tenors. Don't worry about it. Because that, like, I didn't want to chime in and be rude. because that is rude. Don't chime in on people's conversations uninvited. Fuck y'all. Anyways, buy tickets for premiere. I don't know what the website's link or whatever is, but you'll be able to find them. If you are listening to the podcast, you are close enough that you can find a way to communicate or find the link on someone else's Facebook. I'm sure the Davenport Central Show Choir or whatever, I'm sure the musical ensembles have put that out there. So come to Show Choir premiere on Saturday. I'm very excited. We've cleaned the first and second song so far in the ballad. We just got all of our blocking done for that. And I'm really excited because I really like our ballad. Obviously, it's not as emotional as last year's CSI ballad, but I like it. And I'm not going to go into the soloist, I'm not going to talk about soloist stuff because I feel like that's a lot of drama and I don't really want to get into it. I love how Wrigley sings the ballad. I really like it. It's very, very nice. Yeah, I'm not going to go into soloist drama because I don't have a guest to talk about that with me. And then we can share the blame if anything gets us canceled or gets me canceled. But I'm very happy with the soloists that we have this year. That is all I will say. I like the soloists this year. They sound great. They're great people that I know of. If one of them gets canceled, don't associate them with me. So yeah, that's what I will talk about. Come to premiere. Camp with Andy is really crazy. Andy is our choreographer. He lives in Ohio and he only comes in ever so often. She's walking. The place where I record in my basement is right beneath my sister's room. So whenever she walks, I can hear her. And it's very crazy. And it's hard, but it's not hard in the way show choir usually is. So far today, because this is the first day I can't. Today was, the start of it was kind of scary how easy it was for me. And not easy as in I didn't have to work. Easy as in I understood what we were talking about and I was locked in. And after lunch, my tummy, I'm not gonna say my stomach hurt because it's my tummy. My tummy really hurt, and then my tummy still hurts a little bit, but we'll make do. I'll take a Pepto or something if it still hurts tomorrow morning, but I don't think it will. And yeah. So come to premiere. And another thing, mock trial has recently started up, and for mock trial, we've made a lot of progress. We've progressed a lot from where we were last year, and it's kind of scaring me because I'm we're doing so good. What are we gonna do? What if this is how good we're doing, are we gonna is it a curve? Have we reached the peak of the curve at our fucking second meeting? I hope not. And I do have to split time this Sunday after I have to take an hour away from CSI camp to go to mock trial, and I'm already not going to 2 hours of that, so it's not I'm unfairly splitting. If anything, CSI, no matter what, CSI has more time because they get me all fucking week, which good for them. They get me all week. Moving on. Yeah, come to premiere. I'm excited. I'm very excited for the people to see our show. I think our show is very, very good. It is fantastic. So we're going to talk about someone I hate. Someone I hate. And I can talk about this one because this person will not come for me. We're going to talk about Twump. President Twump. Save us, President Twump. If he saves the TikTok, I don't know what I'll do. Because I do hate him. Spiritually, mentally, physically. It's I can't even express it with words, I think, how much I just hate him conceptually, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I just don't like him as a person, as an entity, as a separate anything. Obviously not as a president, because... And eventually, y'all are going to get a guest feature from my one and only... My one and only person that I think could hate Trump more than me, who is my grandmother. If you do not know, my grandmother is a Mexican woman, and she's very Mexican. She's like, you look at her and you go, oh, she's not white. Because she's not. She's not white at all, I think. Both of her parents were Mexican, and that goes back for a very long time. The only reason I'm white is because all of my mom's white, and then my other grandpa was white. So it's not great. So I'm 75 white, 25 Mexican. So yeah. So obviously, whitey white. Yeah. But yeah, she absolutely hates Trump. When I was younger, we went out, and it was 2016, and I helped, we went door to door for Hillary, I think. We did. We went door to door for Hillary together, and I'm very close with my grandmother. I love my grandma. And I wish I used to spend a lot of time with her. I want to spend more time with her because I miss her. She lives very close to me, and it's very sad that I can't go see her very often because of how busy I am. Because, yeah, for the next, 2 weeks, I think I'm pretty much booked out. And I think next Tuesday might be the only time that I'll be able to find to film. Because and maybe Thursday, because we don't have show choir next Thursday. Maybe Thursday, but I have a medical thing going on Thursday, which I'll update you in next week's episode. I don't know if I'll have the results by the time next week's episode comes out, and we'll talk about next week's episode later on, but I don't know if I'll have details about it, but I'll tell you what actually is happening. And it's not anything serious. It's just I'm getting a test, I think, done. And it's scary for me because I'm like, if the results come back in a negative light and the results are not what I want to hear, I will break down crying. Not because it's anything serious, but it's definitely it's serious enough that I would definitely have to have a surgery at some point in my life. And it's my parents and everyone in my family's already been through the same surgery that I would have to have later on, a few years ago, because it wasn't with me, but it was with someone else. So it wouldn't be horrible, but it absolutely would be I would be very disheartened, because I'm I like to think that my body is pretty self-sufficient and that I'm not one day just going to collapse or whatever, but it's a very real reality that my genetic history is not great. My genetic history, it ain't great, Queen. It is not great. And you know what? I know I will probably I have issues with some of my joints already. That's not diagnosed or anything. That's just something I've noticed. My knees don't do well during marching and sometimes show season, and my ankles do poorly too. And they feel okay now, but they did hurt a lot right after camp, so it was really painful to drive home because it was just really achy and really painful. And my grandma also has those issues, and both of them do, and and arthritis and whatnot. My Mexican grandma actually doesn't have arthritis, and she will come on eventually to talk about Trump, because again, she fucking hates him. Maybe I'll have grandma on next week, because inauguration day or something. Yeah, because inauguration or whatever. And an inauguration. And we don't have school on Monday. Thank God. Do we have show choir on Monday? Let's check that real quick. Let's pull up the schedule. This is my inner monologue daily. Monday the 27th. 19th. Oh God, we have show choir next Tuesday. Oh, that's so mean. I don't want to do show choir on Tuesday. It's okay. We'll make do. We will make do. We'll be okay. It'll be okay. It will be. I'll be fine. It's fine. No, I will be. I like show choir, but I really don't like going to rehearsal. And it's not because, like, it's not even like it, I don't like doing the stuff at rehearsal, but I hate to say this because I love the show choir people, but I really, like, sometimes the show choir people annoy me because it's like, we just need to run through. I know Andy's gonna fucking have a heart attack when he sees the closer because a lot of us don't have that down. A lot of us means me. It's me. I don't have the closer down. And I've worked on it several times. Even in the past, like, week, I've worked on it, like, 3 times. And I've been like, I've tried. I've tried to get it down. And it's still very poor for me. And we will make do. And Country Girls will make do. And it's okay. Because no matter what, we'll get it down. And we have 2 rehearsals until premiere. And we'll be fine. We'll make do. We will. It'll be okay. It will be okay. Trump again. I think his presidency is going to be horrible for the general population of Americans, as in the lower class, because none of us are fucking wealthy in this country. None of the fucking percentage of people voting, because everyone that fucking votes for him is fucking broke. And they're like, I'll cut taxes first. And I'm like, no, he's going to cut taxes for the fucking billionaires that are going to keep all their money for themselves. They don't spend money on anything that will support the economy and trickle down. Trickle down effect doesn't work if all of the billionaires in our fucking society are fucking hoarders. God. Fucking shit. Fucking bullshit. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. But it doesn't work if none of the people that are supposed to contribute to the trickle-down effect actually spend their money. The trickle-down effect is like, it's what the name implies. It's if you cut taxes for the wealthy, they'll spend their money more, and eventually that will trickle down to the lower population. And I'm like, no, how about you give tax cuts to the people who are poor, who actually need them, instead of the rich people whose money could be taken and put back into the government to, like, actually fund half of the shit that we do. Because our government is always spending money they don't fucking have. And I'm like, so I'm suffering because you're not willing to stop, like, giving billionaires things that they already have? Fucking bitch. God. And he's not going to be good for the economy, obviously, because, bitch, the trickle-down policy hasn't worked in many fucking decades. Many years, if not decades. And it's not going to start working now just because you're president again. It didn't work before. It's not going to work. It didn't work while Biden was president, when your economic policy was put to place, which, yeah, a lot of people don't research that, oh wait, the economic policy doesn't have an actual impact until the next president. And I'm like, yeah, you fucking dumbass. It doesn't have an actual impact until the next fucking term. And I think a lot of people have said that he's definitely going to try to overturn, I think it's the 21st Amendment or something, that it's one of the amendments, and it's the term limit one. And it's like, I could definitely see him doing that, because he's definitely going to be, like, very upset when he actually has to finally not have a chance at coming back to the White House. And I'm like, just let it burn, bitch. Let it die. No one gives a fuck about you. No one gives a fuck. Does it look like I give a fuck? Because I don't. I love her. Yeah. I hate him on a spiritual level. It's hurtful to my soul anytime I see him, because that fucking balding bitch, I really don't like him. And if you're a Trump supporter, I don't know what you're doing here. I think I've made it, I definitely have said it before that if you're a Trump supporter, I probably don't want you here. And I don't care what your justification, I don't care what your reasoning is. Trump fundamentally believes that gay people should not have half of the rights that we worked so hard for. And I say we as the gay community, not me personally. I'm obviously No, I'm actually the leading founder of the gay rights movement, if you didn't know. Me, a fucking 16-year-old. No, obviously. But the gay community worked very hard to earn the rights that we have, that we shouldn't have to work hard to earn. We shouldn't have to earn, period, because they're fucking human rights. But he doesn't believe that they deserve that. And the freedom of religion thing is like, okay, so freedom of religion for what? Because, like, why are you trying to pass Christian bills when, like, the fundamental thing is you aren't supposed to connect the church and the state, because it's like the founding fathers didn't even do that because they realized, oh wait, maybe we shouldn't, because this is a free land and not every religion is the same. And it's like, I understand the majority of Americans are probably Christian or like a Christian denomination or something. Those bitches who are like, I'm not Christian, I'm Catholic. I'm sorry I didn't go into the specific denomination of your fucking religion. I don't care. I don't really give a fuck. I said Christian because the Christian Bible is what we were talking about. The Bible, the same fucking book that you all fucking read. Oh. Shit is falling down. I bet it's my fucking cat. Yeah. But the bills that are like, they're like, I cite the Bible. And I'm like, instant no. Put me in office, because at this point, I think I should take over the government. Allegedly, I think I should take over the government. Because, and I mean like full takeover. I mean dictatorship. I mean, bitch, put me in office already. I mean, I will be seizing control of the judiciary, executive, and legislative branches. I will be seizing control of Congress and the grand justices. I will be taking the Supreme Court and the Congress and the House of Representatives and obviously the president's office, and I will be actually merging them all together. We'll actually play fucking poker with them. We'll stack them up in one hand, and I will actually be the supreme ruler. And is that like the whole point, like against the whole American thing? But I'm like, I feel like I could do a better job at ensuring freedom than any of the bitches in fucking Congress at this point. Maybe not a few of them. A few of them I think maybe they'll do, but I think a lot of the people in our government, a lot of the people in our government right now don't actually care about justice. They care about power, they care about money, they care about wealth. But I genuinely, like, I feel like I could pass fair judgments on people because I'm not fucking stupid. And I don't think I should have to do jury duty, because what the fuck, why would I have to do jury duty when I'm the jury? I'm the judge and the jury. I'm everyone. I decide. That's definitely like a bad thing to say, but I think I would be a great dictator, because I wouldn't be like, no one has rights. I wouldn't be one of those dictators. I'd be like, everyone has equal rights, no matter fucking what. No matter what. Felon, don't care. Equal jobbing opportunities. And if you're homophobic, hate speech is now illegal. I don't care what freedom of speech says. Freedom of speech and hate speech are not the same thing. Not the same thing. Because the moment I say you're fucking stupid, a Dean said that on fucking TikTok. And when I say Dean, if you know, you know. Which most of you should. Dean, when he was debating that one girl, and she was like, it's freedom of speech, and I can say whatever I want. But he, like, I think you're stupid. He said, I think you're fucking stupid. She got so fucking pissed, and she went on a rant, and I'm like, so, also, it's freedom of speech. You can say whatever the fuck you want, but there's always going to be consequences. If we catch you doing hate speech, we're going to stone you. Not to death, obviously, because death penalty, I support the death penalty on very specific cases. So yeah. So Yinjing. Oh. Don't get me canceled. Anyway. Yeah. We're going to talk about next week a little bit. And when this gets posted, I want, like, actual feedback from this. I want you guys to, like, I want you guys to, like, either leave a comment or like text me on Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook or TikTok. If you can text me on TikTok before it's banned, please don't text me on TikTok. I won't respond. I respond to my like streak friends, and that's it. Next week, I don't know which guest I'm going to have on. And I know that sounds bad, but I'm like, I got like a lot of things, and I like started drafting up a bunch of the scripts. And the two people I'm like on the fence about, like who I should try to get on next week, it's like I have one of their scripts halfway written and the other one haven't even thought about a script. And I just kind of want to have him on. Is I'm currently like the script for Joy and a few of her friends, our friends I should say. I'm friends with them too. For Joy would be the main one though. For Joy and a few of like the collective friend group of hers. Like I have that script about halfway done. And I think I would just try to get Joy on there. And I know like Cam and Ari said they wanted to be on with her, and I'm like, I love y'all, but I'm writing the script for Joy, and I'm already halfway through, and half of these things only have things to do with Joy, and I'm like, I don't want to like leave you out, and it'd be a really long episode, because I want to give equal time to all of you, but I don't want to just give you all a 20-minute section, because 20 minutes may feel like a long time, but we're already like 51 minutes into this episode, so whatever. And I know I rambled on about TikTok and Showcry for a long time there, but so yeah, and I want to bring Joy on, and I said that she would be the next guest. However, recently I've really been enjoying spending time with Carter Bass. Have to specify that, because someone, like, I was talking to someone else about this, don't remember who, but I was talking to someone else and I was like, yeah, I kind of want to have Carter on, and they were like, why do you want to have Carter on? He's like so annoying. And I was like, what are you talking about? Carter's like, he's a great friend of mine. I don't appreciate this. And they were like, really? I thought you were annoyed by him. And I was like, sure, at some points I'm annoyed by Carter, but he's a great friend. I've known him for a long time. And they're like, didn't you meet him last year? And I'm like, you mean the other Carter, don't you? You mean Carter Richter. And I'm like, what about me screams I want to invite Carter Richter onto the podcast? No offense to you, Carter, if you're listening, which I know you're not. I know you're not. I know you're fucking not listening. I know you're not fucking listening to my podcast. I can tell. I can always tell. I actually can't tell who actually listens in. I go based off of what y'all tell me. Y'all go, I listened to the latest episode, and I go, yes. And I'm like, I hope they're telling the truth, because Spotify doesn't show me the viewers. Neither does Spotify doesn't show me the listeners, and YouTube doesn't show me the viewers. So I think Jasmine is the only one who I can actually see, because she has her account public. I love you, Jasmine. Thank you. Another one, thank you. I can't see my subscribers either, so I honestly have no clue who listens in. I know Natalie does, because she posts it on her story whenever she's listening. She also sends me photos, so yeah. And I really want to have Joy on, but also I've had a lot of fun with Carter these past like week or two, and I don't know why, but like I've been enjoying an energy between us, and he's wanted to be on the podcast for a second now, and low-key kind of want to have him on. Carter's a cutie. He's a cutie. I don't personally have a crush on him, but a lot of people, some people I know do, and it's like, okay, I'm getting kind of tired of it. And it's like, one listener right now is like quaking, because they're like, are you talking about me? And I'm like, no, not you, girl, not you. I'm not gonna dox you and expose you like that. But yeah, there's a few girls, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of weird. Why are you obsessed? Some of the BV girls actually are obsessed with Carter Bass, and I'm like, first of all, that's my man. Get the fuck away. Joking. Carter, I know you're straight. God, he gets upset when you call him gay, because he acts a little gay. It's okay. It just means you're comfortable in your masculinity. Or whatever. Whatever that means. But yeah, I really want to bring Carter on, and he would be the first guy to be on the podcast. And I like hanging out with Carter. and Carter's a good friend. And I don't know. I want to have him on. I don't know what we would talk about. I would have to make the script very quickly because, again, don't know when we could meet up. Obviously, it would probably have to be Monday because we're both off of school and we don't have show choir on Monday or whatever. So, obviously, it would probably have to be Monday, so I'd have to churn that bitch out any chance I got. Have to do that tonight. Sorry, Friday night. It's officially Friday, y'all. 12:48. We're almost done recording. We're almost done, if you couldn't tell. We're wrapping it up a little bit. Um, so yeah, be on the lookout to see if it's Carter or Joy, or even if I have a guest next week. Maybe it will end up just being me again, and maybe it'll be like 20 minutes of me crying about TikTok, and I mean actually sobbing. Maybe I'll sob for 20 minutes into the thing, and then I'll sob for another 20 minutes. Then I'll get copyright striked because I definitely I'll be playing music in the background. Because sometimes Instagram takes my lives down because they hear the music I play in the background, and I'm like, God damn, play copyright free music. No. But yeah, I think it'll be Joy or Carter, or maybe my grandma. We'll see. Be in the lookout for those three. My grandma, I don't know when I'd film with her, but I'd find time. I'd find time to film with her. So, no matter what, eventually all three of those people will be on. I don't know when. It's either going to be like Carter, Joy, and then I also started writing an episode for another guy, and he was one of the first guys to request to be on the podcast. And yeah. It's a random guy too. He's friendly with me, but I also don't really know him. So again, don't know what we'd talk about. The script for his is it has 2 subjects and that's it. So yeah. Another one, thank you. And yeah. Special thanks out to, let's think, Jasa Beely, or whatever your last name is. Jasa, I know you listen in, and I love you, Jasa. You've been we get along during show choir really well, and I don't know why. I genuinely vibe with Jasa, and I fuck with you, bitch. I stan you. Stan Jasa. I love Jasa. She's very, very sweet. Yeah. Love Jasa. Shout out to, oh, that's a good one. Shout out to the Brood Book. I didn't order anything from there today, but I did steal a cup, and that was my water cup for all of show choir today. So shout out Brood Book because they let me take a free water cup. Didn't actually ask, I just kind of took it. I looked him directly in the eyes while I did it too, and I felt kind of bad, but we'll see. We'll see about that. And yeah. And special thanks to, shout out to TikTok. May you rest in peace, girl. I will hold on to you until your dying fucking breath. I will hold on to you until the app fucking disintegrates off of my phone. TikTok. And Trump said he wants to, bring TikTok back. And I'm like, President Trump. If you save TikTok, I won't like you, but I'll think just a little bit more of you. Just a little bit. I won't actively bash you as much as I always do, which I will still continue, because what the fuck else am I gonna do? The fuck? I've been doing that recently. I've been going, the fuck? Bye-bye, everyone. This has been really fun, and I can't wait for next week's episode, whoever ends up being guest, if anyone ends up being a guest at all. But this has been a lot of fun. We talked about a lot of things. We're going to wrap it up real quick. Talked about the TikTok ban and all of that. We talked about show choir, and then we talked about a little bit of politics and how much I think I should be the new dictator of the world. Except for I'd be we'd come up with a better title for it, because I think dictator, insinuates bad. But, maybe I just have to do queen. Queen never cry. Anyways, this was really fun. I enjoyed this, and it's very late. It's 12:53, and we're at 59 minutes and 30 seconds. So thank you for joining me on this very lovely evening, or whenever you're listening. And that has been what Richie Spilled. Yes. Yes, 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 yes.